guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted more for myself to keep myself on the straight and narrow. I thought I would share with you my plan for Selftember, and that is my period of like reset and renewal. It's always September. A lot of people think, well, you've had the summer and it's relaxing and you've been off. But for us, well, the people have all different things going on. But for me, I'm a mum. And when my kids are with me all the time, apart from when we've been away, which has been a total of about 2.5 weeks, my husband's worked. And so I've been here running the show. And I would say it's just been lots of cleaning up after people, making food, going on play dates. I have had next to no time to myself. And I've let things slide that are like the basics of looking after myself. So this might not feel relevant to you, but I just thought for anyone else feeling in need of a reset, of a renewal across different fronts, it can mean different things to different people. For me, it's everything, physically, mentally, emotionally, organisation, just everything, so that I feel less stressed and enjoy my life more. If you boil it down to the basics, that's what it's about. So I have kind of split. I think I will do sit down videos talking to you, describing how I approach it and what changes I want to make. And then in each video, like reflecting, how has it gone so far? And then over on my Instagram, which I will link below, which is all lowercase B shops pink, that'll be the daily stuff, the maybe tips, things that I'm finding are helping me to achieve those goals and feel better. And just like little kind of almost mini vlogs on stories, because I don't do vlogs on here. And I just think it might be fun. I don't necessarily think I'll get lots of views, but that's not the point. I'm not bothered about that. I just think it's something that I want to do. I wanted to do it last year and I was over ambitious. I always do this. So in August, I planned out how I was going to have like a therapist that I know was going to be like doing some kind of interview with me, and I was going to get my trainer involved. And when it didn't kind of align time-wise, the whole thing I just didn't do. So I'm just going to simplify it. And if anything, if any other contributors come in, it will be like a bonus. So the way I've decided, I've got some notes here, the way I've decided to like, because it's something I just do in September. So then reflecting on, well, what do I actually do to write it down and plan these videos is quite interesting. So to me, I think that there are 3 stages or 3 categories. For me, I start with what I call my well-being basics. Now, this might not be relevant to you because you might feel you don't need any of it, but you might not feel that you skip or that you do all of these things, so you don't need to really improve on that. So for me, there are 5 things and then a bonus thing, which it kind of straddles part 1 and part 2. You'll see at the end. So my well-being basics, which I call the foundations of getting the other stuff and moving on to the next stage. If I'm not doing these, I don't really feel able to do the next step, if you know what I mean. So hydration, I have a real issue with not drinking much water. And I, in particular, more than even other people, need to really drink water. Sleep hygiene, I stay up too late quite a lot. And I also read too late, leave lights on when I'm sleeping, like look at my phone late at night and stuff like that. Really need to reset that because it's really slid. Move more. I actually haven't exercised much this summer because I've been with Cece all the time. And although we go outside and go on trips and we're social, I haven't really done any hard kind of, not enough exercise. I have worked out with my trainer. It's been quite low intensity because of this bloody left hip of mine, and I know that I am sluggish and a bit low energy, and there are lots of things in these 5 basics that if I just tweak them a little bit, I will feel so much better. Nutrition, again, I've been making a lot of homemade food and we have really not eaten a lot of takeaway, a lot of crap. We haven't actually eaten in restaurants that much. But I've been making crowd pleasers. I've been making the stuff that my family like requests, which is all quite, not traditional, but like quite, not really the lean, protein-based, light stuff that I need to be eating to increase my energy and to lose a bit of excess weight. So that I need to find a way to like please everybody, but eat what I need to be and want to be eating. And then finally, reducing screen time overall. When I put it this way, I'll flip it. When I'm not doing any of these things quite right at the moment, and when I'm well hydrated, getting a lot of good quality sleep, exercising daily, eating really well and really clean, and not doing much screen time, and instead walking more, being in the garden more, reading more, life is 100% better. So I've never understood why I don't really do a lot of these things right most of the time, but I'm learning not to hark on about the past, just to go from where I am now. And then number 6, which is in the next section as well, is just sorting out that stuff that makes you stressed, whether it's that you haven't opened any of your letters or paperwork or dealt with that for ages. If a certain parts of your home are a total mess and you need to like organize your storage so that you can put things away. For me, I wanted to start this like a week ago, and I just wasn't in the right headspace. So I just decided to almost start like from the 1st of September, from yesterday. And I have been good with drinking more water, sleep hygiene. I went to bed really early, but what's getting in the way of me doing these things is that my house is total chaos. And so I've spent all day today starting to address that. It's definitely not finished, but I feel much better. I have done all the laundry and ironing to get back to square one. I have deep cleaned my bathroom. I'm in a minute gonna vacuum my room and finish putting away clothes. I've started packing away my summer stuff, and maybe just having a bit of a declutter, and clean this room, and then I'm going to do my daughter's room, and then I'm going to go downstairs and clean my living room so that we can have a relaxing evening in there, because I haven't even wanted to hang out in my living room. And by the way, my level of messy is not someone else's level of messy. Like I can be a bit extra. It doesn't have to be perfect all the time, but when I feel out of control and kind of stressed out by it like I do now, it's worth spending, even though it's a Saturday and I could have been out in the sun, it's been worth doing it to feel in control. I need to be in control of my environment to feel in control of my mind, and that's just me. And again, as I said, all of this stuff is going to be through the lens of my life, my experience, and what are my issues. So you might be like, well, that's irrelevant, but it's just, you can do the same thing, but for yourself, if there are different things that are your challenges. We're not all the same. Like, a lot of people won't have kids, so they won't be exasperated and up to their eyes with stress of having their kids home for 2 months. You know, we're all different. Anyway, so part 1 is these basics, and in the next video, I'm going to move on to the other things that I can do to build on that. And I'll be reflecting back on how I've done in week 1 with these simple well-being goals. So do it with me if you want to, and then comment down below in the comments or in the next video of how you've gotten on. If we all share how we're getting on, then we'll all spur each other on. So I'm only going to focus, I'm going to give myself a hard time. I'm going to focus on those 5 areas, and then we're going to review it in a week and see if I achieved those and how I feel, if I feel better having made those things a priority, and then I can move on to the bigger things. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Take care.